Okay, sweet. So I think I'm recording right now, but I'm gonna like keep this video short and like keep it like under 30 minutes because like I want to actually talk about something that I'm trying to build like the lore and like the actual like universe of what I'm building. So hi, my name is Brandon Christopher, but I go by Xwell or Crosswell. So basically in this video, I wanted to create like the universe that I'm building. So basically it's going to be called my Enviro. So it's going to be short for environment, but I'm treating it as Enviro because with my brain, I'm treating it as like the Matrix, and my brain is just writing the code, and I'm just like in the physical world, this physical realm of what I'm doing. It's more of like how I'm able to like kind of exude confidence and like bring out a new side of me that I didn't see coming. Hence the reason why like I kind of split my hair two different kind of colors. So basically, it's mainly for the lion look, but because this blonde is like the resemblance of the lion's mane, and I wanted to keep that, but I wanted to actually use my hair this time rather than just wearing wigs. But I know with like a lion itself, as they mature, like their hair starts to like kind of like get like a brown, like a blackish brownish kind of color. And I kind of want to just do my own hair just to keep it within like that kind of like that symbol that like I'm maturing and everything like that. And I'm actually using my own hair rather than just wearing wigs because like I'm treating my life like, it's like an anime. And I've been wearing wigs, but it wasn't supposed to be looking like an anime, like I was cosplaying. I was actually just wearing wigs for the fun of it. But I mean, some people were saying like, "Are you like cosplaying?" And I'm like, no, I'm not. Because like I'm actually being for real. Like I'm not like cosplaying or anything like that. But what I wanted to do, I'm gonna screen record with my Instagram because like what I've been doing was trying to like build my I guess like my portfolio of like the different mini eras in that instance because like as I'm entering like an actual new era, I wanted to actually kind of create something that actually makes sense for you guys so you guys can like understand what I'm doing because like I know that if you're not new, like if you're new to my Instagram, you won't understand what I'm doing. And that's why I have to do like a video format of what I'm doing. So like you guys can understand. And it's going to be uploaded on YouTube. So you guys can get like the full picture of like what I'm doing. So basically, okay, so I'm going to screen record off my phone. That I'm going to like edit it on CapCut because that's what I used to like edit my videos. So basically, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the screen, it starts with a computer that says system online. So basically, that means like my system's online. So basically, my brain is going to write the code of what I'm going to do next. And it's kind of like doing like an intro video welcoming you to like the feed. So the feed is what I'm like. So this is called Neuro feed. So that's why it's called feed in the first place because I have another one on my arm as well. But the reason why I'm wearing it on my arm is because like it's like a second one just in case if I lose this one. But I can feel like the sensations on my arm and it's kind of locked onto like the bone itself. It sounds extreme, but just wait, just wait. But this is honestly like a bracelet that I just got off Amazon and I just wear it on the back of my neck. Basically, it sends like pressure points. So it's on the pressure points on the side of my neck that I can feel on like the sensations on the back of my head. And I think it's like activating like a different part of the brain because like I don't think the body has like ever experienced something like this in the first place. So that's why I feel like it's like maybe it's mainly I think the cerebellum is what I would assume that it would be, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm doing like my research on like what it kind of is activating. I'm not sure what it is activating in itself, but I'm feeling a new sensation of like awareness and consciousness that I feel, and I just put it back on the neck, right here, which I think it kind of looks aesthetically like pretty sick in my eyes. I do get a lot of compliments like what is that and like why are you wearing that? And I was wearing another piece that was like on like the temples of my head, but I had to retire that because like it was being discolored, and I think it was like the material of like that metal that it was kind of changing. It was like a cheap metal, but like it's leaving like little marks on the side of my head, which I had to retire it in the first place. I might get another piece, but like I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, this is just like the first post of like, it's just welcoming you to like my universe and like the feed itself. And basically the feed is saying that like I won't fix you, but I will be with you. So that's why it's like it's not going to change you, it's just going to be with you to embrace change and kind of accept something new and different in that instance of like how I would perceive that. And then the next post is like, it's like system check online or like complete and initializing profiles, Crosswell. So basically I was going by Zeno Crosswell. So basically, I was going by Zeno Crosswell. So Zeno was the alien side of me that there's something deep inside me that I really believe in aliens and like not in like your 3 foot tall aliens. I mean, I believe in there's alien life out there in the universe. We just have to find it and we have to change our ways in order to like kind of comprehend because like to give you an example, like let's say like there's an alien that actually like kind of like was brought upon Earth. You wouldn't comprehend where they came from. You wouldn't comprehend what their objective is. You wouldn't comprehend anything because like you're only your tunnel vision on like what you perceive your reality to be, and like if something new were to be like integrated into like the ecosystem, you wouldn't comprehend. So basically that's why I kind of got that name Xeno, and also from like the movie Alien and like the xenomorph. And I really like the alien, like I don't know, like I just like aliens in that instance. And Crosswell is more like the animal side of me. So the animal, what I mean is like the lion. So basically, it's like there's two people living inside of me, and I don't know how to like actually like comprehend on how to even communicate this to you. But it feels like in my world, in my universe, in my dimension, this is how I perceive it, and this is how I'm able to do the things that I'm able to do. That's why it's like an alien and an a lion, and then like I'm the human me. So there's like three of me. So basically, with those three of me, it's just like I'm trying to like actually like communicate my message in a way that actually kind of like would resonate to you guys, in order for you guys not to feel like afraid, but something that's like introducing something that's new and different, rather than just like, because I'm trying to be like a different, not trying, I'm going to be a different kind of content creator, and I want to offer something different and new and like very interesting in my eyes, because like I feel like come from a creative background anyways, and I have been diagnosed with schizophrenia. So this is the reason why I'm able to do things, to do the things that I'm able to do, because like I'm not afraid, and I want to be not afraid in that instance, because I want to share something different and new to you guys that's like kind of like otherworldly, or like from another dimension, but kind of like communicating in a way that, I have to speak your guys' language in that instance, if that makes any sense. But yeah, anyways. So basically, these are my just older posts that I just kind of created. It's just like I was just kind of embracing like my own body and like my own self, of like how I am able to like kind of like um get into, it's kind of like mature into like, because like I'm only 28 years old, and I'm trying to prepare myself to 29 till I get to 30, so I can be ready in my 30s, because like as you enter your 30s, things are going to change. And I'd rather, because basically I feel like I'm speed running. I'm speed running it in an instance, so I can just be prepared in that instance and always be ready. So basically I'm just like kind of embracing like my own inner confidence of like how I'm able to like see my body, my face, and everything like that, and just be grateful for who I am and like what I have been bestowed to me in that instance. And I'm just, just kind of like posting like confident posts that makes me feel good. Um, it's like, I feel comfortable in my body, and then there's a reason why my chest looks like that. Because like I'm not sure if you guys were aware, like I had gone through, so I had taken estrogen a few years ago because I thought I wanted to transition, and I had to detransition because like I'm like this is not for me, because like it's just like if I want to be, if I'm not even gonna say that. I didn't really feel comfortable in my body in that instance. So that's why I thought I wanted to transition. So I wanted, for right now, and this current state of level and mind, I'm not going to transition. But I was taking estrogen, so I was taking hormones in order to transition. So I detransitioned, and there's pictures of me of like in that transitional stage that I'm not going to show, because like it's not like I'm not happy on what I looked like before, and I feel way more confident now. But that's why my chest looks like that, and it's like still like that. So when I was posting on TikTok, I know that some guys were like, it's the gyno man and stuff like that. But I mean, there's a reason for that. Like, you can call me that. I really don't care. Like, I'm gonna fix my chest, but I mean, there's a reason to why my chest looks like that. But moving on, like it started to become more of like I was getting more, more aware of my body and like how I look on camera and everything like that. And then I had actually started like a cosmetic procedure for like laser hair removal. So that's why like I'm not really the proudest of like my facial hair, because it's just like there's something with my facial hair that I just don't like, and I just rather just like have like a clean shaven face in the first place. So I started this process back then. Um, this was in February. So yeah, in February, that's when I like started the process of like facial hair removal and everything like that. And then this was like so I would call this, so the code that was being written in my mind, for my brain FM, that's what I'm gonna call it, brain FM. So with my brain FM, it was in the process of writing the code of like who I was going to be. It was going to be internet boyfriend. It's still going to be internet boyfriend, but in the grand scheme of things, it's Crosswell, so Xwell. That's going to be like my superhero name because like I want to merge with technology and actually use technology to like my benefit and like actually like kind of like use technology to the full capability of using my brain capacity in that instance. So basically, I was just like kind of being experimental of like how I look and how I present myself because this at this point I was actually using I was getting like the laser hair removal treatment. So that's why my face looks a little bit different. Um, but yeah, I was just this was just like the loading phase in that instance. The code wasn't being written yet, but this was like the internet boyfriend stage of me being something else entirely different. So yeah, this was like the laser hair removal, as I said before. That's why my face looks clean shaven, and like I'm still shaving my face because I'm going to keep this. Um, and then it goes to the computer again that says Crosswell. This is when Crosswell was being introduced into the ecosystem of like my own mind and like my own dimension of thinking. So that's why Crosswell was being introduced. This wasn't Crosswell right here, but this was like more pictures of me. And then there's another picture that says system initializing, like connecting to network, loading identity file, user Crosswell. So this is why Crosswell came to be. So basically, it kind of manifested itself in myself. So it's like status online. So that means it's online. Then next class human, and then the designation is the internet's boyfriend. So that's why like internet boyfriend is like the thing. And I don't have to be your internet boyfriend. I can be your internet bro. Like I'm like all for that. But like the whole objective is like for like the internet boyfriend. Kind of like so when I think of the movie Lucy, because like there's a reason why like I'm doing the things that I'm doing, and like if you've seen my other videos on YouTube, there's one video that's Lucy, human evolution. So in the movie Lucy, so basically when she connected, she used her brain capacity to kind of like not hijack the internet, but like kind of like sync frequencies with the internet to actually connect to like the professor. And if you have seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about. She connected. She didn't have to like do anything. She just instantly just connected to the professor just to talk to on like the computer itself or on the TV. That's what I'm kind of doing in that instance, but in my own like kind of unique way and on like in I guess in my own like reality of what I'm trying to do is like I'm doing that, but in like my own way is what I would put it. And then it says environment, Enviro. That's why it's called Enviro. And this says access granted. So that's why it's going to like now. So it's saying like if you are reading this, you have entered my world, or if you're hearing this, you are entered my world. And it's just signal active and then evolution in progress. So this is why like evolution's happening in me. So I would say this is personal evolution, like growth. And then it says welcome to my Enviro. And then it says enter mission. So that's why that this is like the start, and this is like writing my code of destiny in that instance. And then it goes to a line. So a lion, I don't know. It just magically it just popped in my head. This was like the first phase of like me doing a lion, and I got this wig off Amazon, and I was still like experimenting with like, how my body looks because like I don't do anything. Like I'm only walking, and like literally I do like the bare minimum, and I have abs. I don't have like the strongest like stature, or like 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 how most guys like they have like the traps, like the bulky, the fuller frame. I don't have all that. Like I'm very skinny. Like I only weigh like 140. I'm planning on bulking up, and I don't want to say planning because like things don't ever go the way that you plan. But like I'm just very grateful for what I have and what I'm working with right now. But this is like the first phase of what I was going on, and I said my own sprint. So when I say sprint, what I mean is that like not like an actual like running type of thing. It's more of like sprinting, like actually like speed running. So that's how I would want to put it. And that's why like I'm in my own like universe and like dimension of like how I'm thinking. So when I say run or sprint, I'm I'm sprinting. Like I'm literally like speed running. So basically, then it goes to this lion. And this is when I was in LA for a business trip. And like of course I had to bring that wig, and I had to like test out the works, in the hotel room to see what another style of like the lion look would potentially be. But it's not obviously going to be like this because like it looked different in this instance the way that I was doing the makeup. And then around this time, I think when I got back from the LA trip, this is when I actually made a video on like how I was actually going to like actually start making content as like a line in itself. And the line isn't always going to be like uh, a permanent thing. It's more of like I wouldn't say temporary thing. It's more of a thing that I can like, if I can look at myself in the mirror and see like, wow, like this is what I did and this is how I look like. I don't always have to dress up as a lion, but this is like the start of something new and introducing something new into the ecosystem of what I wanted to do. So this is like my first talking video, talking as a lion, because I want to do something different and like offer something different from especially from my creative background. So that's why I wanted to do this in the first place. I'm so excited about on this journey and just embarking on this. So the next thing is where it says like Crosswell. So that's when I use, so the reason, so what I did, so I bought a projector from Target and how much time do I have? 15 minutes. Okay. So I bought a Target from, I bought a projector from Target and I was like, what I'm trying to do is like actually like use technology to my benefit because like since I as I said before, I come from a creative background. I like playing with technology. Like I like doing different things that other people are not even thinking of doing in an instance. Maybe someone else has done something like this before, but like in my case, like I don't like I feel like I'm the first one to do something like this and kind of introduce something new. That's why it's Crosswell. So basically I had, I had used GPT to help me create a logo. And then like I kind of like I had did some tinkering to like the editing of like the logo itself, and then I put it on the projector, and then I displayed it on like the wall itself, like right behind me. This is like where like the landmark of where I did it, and I'm trying to like offer something new and get my name out there, and I'm going to get my name out there regardless. But like it's just like all about steps, and like excellence takes time, and like Rome wasn't built in a day is how I perceive it. Sorry that I'm stuttering, but I'm just getting excited and like I have like all these things that I want to say. But I don't know how long this video is going to be, but like I want you to be invited into my world of what I'm offering because like this is like something that's like unique and different in my eyes, and I want to actually share that with you guys and actually give a story to why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. So yeah, that's where like Crossfit was starting to ramp up itself. So then it started to. So I bought white face paint. Here, hold on. Let me actually like pause that because like I'm gonna actually get into the nitty gritty of everything. So I bought white face paint so I can actually like give like a lion look because like at this before this I didn't do that. But no, actually I did this, but like it was looking chopped. So I did like a different type of face look, and if you look closely at my face, it's kind of giving like a resemblance of Scar in that instance, which I think is pretty sick in my eyes. The way that I did the makeup was pretty interesting, and I really like how I did that. I don't want to recreate looks. I don't want to say kind of. I want to always like evolve and like do something new and different rather than doing something that I've did in the past is how I want to like say that. So that's why like I don't want to like recreate this look, but this is a look that I really do like. I'm not a makeup artist. Like I'm just going with the flow of things and like, you know, I just want to just be more expressive in like how I'm presenting myself and everything like that. For this post, I said man by day, lion by night. So like, so I'm literally a man by day. So like when I'm working, like I'm obviously not wearing like the lion makeup and everything like that. But at night, that's when like the animal comes alive out of me. So basically, this was when I was actually go-go dancing at like it was like a nightclub, and I like of course had to do like a lion look. And even like the organization that I'm dancing a part of, it's called Roar. So I'm like, I, you tell me, like I had to show up. So I mean, the lion look is like my thing. So that's why I'm called Lion Boy Xwell for a reason. And then I did this little thing. So I would say like your modern day cherubim. So if you pay attention to like my tattoo, what does it look like? And then if you actually like, if you think about the cherubim, I mean like it's like an angel tattoo with an eye with like a lion. I think it's an eagle, a bull, or an ox. There's a human head. I don't know. It's just like, and with the angel wings, like I'm just like I didn't think of that in that instance, but it's just like all coming together in that way, which I think is pretty interesting. And then I did another talking video. It's just kind of like more of like I would say it's like a lion talk, so it's just like rawr. So it's just like it's if you watch the video and actually listen to what I'm saying, like I mean, there's a reason to why I'm dressed like that, and like the reason why I'm saying the things that I'm saying. In this way, in this version of myself, like I was still trying to develop what I was doing in the first place because I know I posted this on TikTok and a lot of people were like, "What, like, bro, what are you doing?" There's a reason why, like, if you go back to like the catalog of what I'm doing and everything that I'm doing, everything is starting to make sense. And in the grand scheme of things, if you like continuously like go back and then look what I'm doing now. So there's that video. It's another talking video, but you can watch that. And then like this is another video of me just like being more confident with what I'm presenting myself as, and kind of like offering something new. And it's just like I think what this quote. I said like the mighty roar that makes you come back to me. I really like that quote. Like it really does like I really do vibe with that. And then this one is more of like I really do like this picture. It really like there's something in this picture that I see that most people they don't like actually like take into consideration of like content creation in the first place. Content creation takes time. Like if I want to be a producer, I don't want to be a consumer. Like I want to create something and offer something like new and different. That way, it's fresh, it's something different, unique, and then like in this so that's like the projector that I was talking about with the apple on top of it. And in the caption, I said, "Do you see a the resemblance of Einstein?" Just wait for it. There's a reason why I said that because Einstein stuck his tongue out, and I did that because I wanted to be like my own young version of Einstein in that instance, and that's why Crosswell is like a staple thing in my heart. And I don't want to say staple thing, like a staple figure in my heart. And this post is when I first started to do like my neurofeed piece. So that's when I first introduced this and started wearing this at work because I was just wearing it in a way that speaks me. And like I started wearing the tie differently, and like this was like the start of me wearing my neurofeed piece. And then I did like another lion look, and then I had bought another wig because like I had tried to cut that other wig that I got from Amazon, which was very chopped. And so it was offering something a little bit different, a different type of look, kind of like showcasing my body, of how I look and how I can like morph my look into different types of look because like I feel like if you are able to kind of like morph yourself and actually change how you see, I mean, you can see something else entirely different in yourself that actually brings a new level of confidence, is how I would put it. And then there's like another post of me like with a neurofeed piece and actually showing more of my body and like, just, being proud of what I'm working with, even though like I may not have all those abs and like those like the fuller frame of what I'm trying to get at. I mean, like I'm very grateful to like where I'm at right now. And here's another piece of content that I did. The wig looks a little bit different because I was trying to experiment with like the style and everything like that. And then this is when I started to introduce it more at work and actually using my work as like an actual work Enviro, so I can actually like make content rather than just like in my apartment. Then this is the same wig that I was wearing with the lion look, and it's kind of giving like a Justin Bieber hair anyways. But I mean, looking back at it, I do like it, but it's just like the wig. I was trying so many different things, trying to do different styles with the wig in the first place, but it's just like it wasn't going the way that I wanted it to. I was just letting the wig speak for itself. So for this post, it's like more of like, the original caption was, I think it, oh, so yeah. So it's like, why do you think Flash runs in this? Why do you think the Flash runs in slow motion while moving at the speed of light? So when I say sprint, that's how I'm actually perceiving it. Is like I'm actually like thinking of myself as Flash going at the speed of light that you guys won't see, but like I'm actually sprinting and speed running my way into like trying to like make myself known and actually like get my name out there. And there's a reason why it's a mirror within a mirror within a mirror. I think of infinity. So basically there's a reason to why I did the things I did. And I know there's a person in the comments that said like I was doing the trend wrong. Like I didn't care for that. Like it's the intention of like what I was doing because like there's a reason why that I had put it with the mirror. Because like if you look at the mirror, it's a mirror within the mirror. It's infinity. And I think of infinity differently. And I don't want to get into that right now because like I'm trying to like actually get you more into like what I'm doing and like my enviro. And then this video is like me explaining like the neurofeed piece of like why I'm wearing it and like what it is. Just introducing something new. The look is developing itself. It's not like my strongest look because I mean like I was just trying to like just make something while I was at work. Then I had changed the style of the hair, and the piece that I had in my hand was actually a camera tripod that I just broke the legs off of, and actually added like a skateboard. It was like a tech deck skateboard that I had got from my hamster. So that was her. So it's like a reminder of her that had like a Super Saiyan Sonic on it. So I think of like a Super Saiyan in that instance, and it's kind of giving like a schoolboy vibe, anyways, which I kind of dig. So the next post is me doing like it's like a song cover, Beauty and a Beat. I was actually trying to sing Justin Bieber's part. Um, I'm not the strongest singer. I would say I'm stronger at rapping, but I'm still trying to get better at both. But it's a work in progress. But you can see how my look is changing and like evolving. And this is like another post of how like the wig kind of looks different. And I didn't really do anything to the wig. All I did was like add like hair products and it like neutralized the color and changed how it looked, which is pretty interesting in my eyes. And this is a video of me explaining what like schizophrenia is and like what it does to me. You can watch this video because it's like a longer type of video anyways that I have on my page. And then this is like kind of like the last look of like that wig. And I was trying to do like a line look, and there's a reason why my face looks like that. Because I was experimenting how I can actually kind of morph my face. And when I think of morph, I think of xenomorph. So like I just want to like kind of like play on that instance of like just morphing my look and changing like how I can look. And this was like the last look that I had. And then I bought another wig. So it was like a black one, which I thought was pretty cool in my eyes. At this point, I wanted to do like a wolf cut type of vibe anyways. And around this time, I got sick because like my hamster, she passed away into another dimension, and like I was trying to take care of her, but she is no longer with me. And around that, at this same time, I got sick and had to go to the hospital. And I thought I was gonna go in and out like pretty easy, like boom, boom, boom. But like no, I was in there for like 5 hours. They had to give me like a whole IV bag, like all these medicines because I had like a fever. And I'm like, bro, what is happening? So they named it viral syndrome, and I like that name. So it's viral syndrome. So I'm gonna keep that, and that's gonna be like archived in my mind on like why it's all making sense. So basically, this is another video of me of just doing like so this was Beauty and a Beat song with Justin Bieber, but with Nicki Minaj, but I just rapped Nicki Minaj's verse on it because I really like that song, and that song means a lot to me. And with music in itself, it means a lot to me rather than just dancing. I think of it a way as like a communicative tool in my dimension of how I can actually like perceive information. Um, I don't know. There's like keywords that like my brain like locks onto that I can just I don't know execute, and I don't know. It's all making sense in my eyes. It may sound a little strange and weird, but it this is the reason why I'm able to do the things that I'm able to do. And then this was like more of like an update video of me like how I'm feeling and like where I was gonna go for the next steps. This video, this was I think this was the same day that I had like the blue mask, but like I had to switch to a black mask because like the manager was like, "Bro, you're not wearing a blue mask. You're wearing a black mask." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. I mean, it matches with the outfit anyways." So I did another video, and there's a reason why I kept looking back because I was the only one on the floor. But I had to take the opportunity to go into the fitting room and actually use like the acoustics of that place and actually like rap to what song was this? It was "Bitch I'm Madonna." It was Nicki's verse. There's the reason why I keep doing Nicki's verses. I don't know. There's something that clicks in my mind, especially the way that she does her stutters and her, I would call it glitches, and the way that she raps is how I like. Um, but I can go into another video explaining that on why I'm doing her verses specifically. And then this was like the introduction to doing like runway walking and everything like that in order to like kind of solidify my name as a model because that's like my ultimate goal of what I'm trying to get at is being a runway model and just being a model in itself, especially editorial and runway is what I want to do. I can make another video of that. But yeah, this is like the start of it. And then at this point, like I had retired that other wig because like I just couldn't figure out any other styles to do. So I just was doing like not random talking videos, but just other talking videos, kind of like showing out my style of like how I'm actually the clothes that I'm actually wearing to work. So you guys can see like how stylish and like how I can like actually be my own boss, but dressing in a way that actually speaks me rather than just wearing how you're supposed to wear clothes. I mean, like I come from a fashion background anyways. So this is the last video, but this is like another runway walk video without my wig. So this is like on Saturdays we're supposed to wear like a suit and tie type of look, and this is like the kind of vibe that I was going with that day. I like it. I like how that walk was. And then this is something a little bit differently. I'm offering like how I can actually runway walk. I don't want to always make content of me trying to like runway walk. I want my walk to walk for itself. Like I want to actually show you that I can be capable of walking on the runway, even though I'm not 6 foot and I have tattoos. Like I know like I can offer something different if given the opportunity, but like I'm like not gonna back down from a challenge. Like bro. Then I had taken the opportunity. So hold on, how much time do I have? I don't know how much time I have, so that's why I'm talking fast. So in this video, I had asked my manager if I could like actually model some of the clothes that are inside of the Boss store to take opportunity of modeling the clothes in Boss because like since I work there, I might as well take the opportunity to do that and now like also like wear the clothes in a way that I would wear it. And I had gotten a new wig. This was a short-lived wig because what I was trying to do was do like a slick back high fashion moment was not working out at all. I had bought some wax. That wax just the wax just ruined the hair, and I had to wear a hat with it because it was just like absolutely not. I was not gonna be walking around like that. And this was the wig that I was talking about. Where I was trying to do a slick back moment. I had to chop that up. I had to save it somehow, give it some saving grace, because like I was just like I'm not walking out like this. So like I had to. It looks good from a distance, but like up close, it's just like bro, what the heck? And then like this is like the last version of that wig that I had. This is when my dad visited me. I showed him like the boss, store and everything like that of where I work and how like the Enviro of like where I'm working at. I really like this look. And then it morphed into me doing like this type of look. I would say this is kind of giving me like a cat type of look. It's kind of like I don't know. It's giving me like a cat vibe, which I like. That's why I drew my eyebrows thicker on that one because like I cut my eyebrows off so it can regrow, just so I can have like a fresh start since like my hamster literally passed away. So I'm like, okay, I just want like a fresh start and like just because I've been cutting off my eyebrows in the first place and it's not like a big thing to me. Like I've been doing that in the first place and like I'd rather just do it often so I could just draw it on. Um, so I just did that and it's in the talking video. And then like I did another video of me just like talking about a song that I was making. So it was called Panda. So you can watch this video. So I had used AI as like my ghostwriter to like kind of help me write like the lyrics of the song. It's not a complete song. I just have the lyrics. I don't have like the beat or anything like that. But this is something like a little playful in that instance. Another animal to take on. Um, and then this is like, what was this one? So this is like, so I really do like this video. It's another runway walk video. Um, I was just wearing the bags in another kind of way of like how Boss would kind of like how like the models would wear them. And I mean, I was being more experimental, like how I was like actually making the content there because I really like the landscape and like the actual like and no the interior design of the place itself, and it's kind of giving like a professional feel, anyways. This video is more of like another update, along with this one as well, explaining the piece that I have on my head, and that's why it's like a little headpiece that I had. I had to retire that because, like what I said before, it was like kind of retiring itself, so I had to like get like just discard it because like it was like actually like leaving a mark on the side of my head and like my temples, and like I wasn't really the I got that headband piece for the slick back look so the hair can stay in place. But since that didn't work out, I started wearing like the headband just backwards. And I didn't realize that I can just flip it up and flip it upside down and just have it so it's just like kind of like this. So that's why I started wearing it like that. Um, in this video, you can see what I mean is what I was talking about. And like if you watch this video, listen to what I'm saying because like I'm actually talking about like using like the full advantage of your brain capacity and actually continuously learning to actually like improve the levels of your brain capacity in that instance on how you can think creatively. Okay, so keep. I'm stuttering. Okay, anyways. Yeah, anyways. So this is like another video of me explaining like, how like I'm like uh in my own dimension, like I'm like it's like I'm having a hard time deciding if I either go left or right because if I go like left, what possibility of what would happen if I would have gone that route, but what would the possibilities would have gone if I would have gone right? It's just like the way that I'm thinking, and I do talk about like dimensional thinking and kind of like a different like way of thinking in that instance of like how I would put it, to keep that short. And then like I started wearing more clothes in Boss, just like a suit. Like I thought this suit was pretty sick, so I just got this in this video. So I'm like, it's a formal suit, and I question like why can't you just wear like because it has like a peak lapel, and I always ask the question like why can't you just wear it like a certain way at a specific event? Like why does it always have to be like you wear like a peak lapel like at like a formal occasion? Like that's why I wore a t-shirt because like I'm not gonna wear it with a button down, even though you're supposed to wear it in a formal way. Like I'm not doing that. Like I'm doing it my own way. So and then this is like another video of me of like just wearing a another suit. No, it's not a suit. It's like a sports jacket. It's like the performance one. But you can clearly see like the headpiece that I have on that adds like the shine, that pop of color. Especially when the light shines off of it, it's kind of giving like the iridescent vibe in the first place, which I thought was pretty sick. Um, so yeah, this is like another video of me explaining like, well, not explaining, but like showing you like my style of what I wear to work. Because like I actually do wear these clothes to work. Some like that sweater, that's not mine. I just was just putting that on. But like other than that, like the tie, like I had just worn the tie like that because like I'm like I don't care. Like I just want to wear it. Because there was even a fashion show of like the Boss paradox of like how like fashion was like with like the ties and belts. so that I'm gonna actually like wear it in the boss way. And I had a manager, she was like, "You're not supposed like, bro, what are you doing?" I'm like, "There was a fashion show for this. Like, why does it matter? It's fashion. We work in fashion. I got a degree in fashion, so I'm gonna use what I have learned in fashion." And see, I'm getting excited. So we're going to the top. Here, I'm actually gonna say this real quick, so I just make sure that this is saved. Okay, sweet. So this is gonna be part two. So so I had to save that other one so I can like stay on track. So make sure that everything's like being said of what I wanted to say. So going off to the next video, this was me explaining the piece that I'm wearing and everything like that, especially how I'm presenting myself at work. Because I'm being able to express myself fashionably and like creatively. I'm I'm thinking I'm saying that word wrong for some reason. I don't know why. But you know, I'm actually being more expressive about like how I'm dressing and actually like taking into consideration how I am presenting myself when I'm actually going out into work, you know. But yeah, oh, hold the phone. Hold on. I'm not recording that. Okay, sweet. So there we go. On elbows. That's where I'm at. So that's in this video. I'm actually like explaining like my arm pieces and everything like that. How I have the new addition like that habit on my arm, and I'm thinking of it in a way that's like I'm building my own exoskeleton in that instance because since the human body is so fragile, like literally like I'm thinking of like of tough skin is how I'm thinking it. Like if you get a scratch, is you get a scratch because most people would be like, oh, I need a band-aid. Like, I'm just thinking of like, bro, like it's a scratch. Like let your body heal, let it do what it needs to do because in nature, I mean, like if a lion was to get like a bite mark, they don't have like antiseptic. They don't have like ointment to put it on. It just heals is how I would perceive it. So like, you know, it is marking my body, but I mean like I know what I'm doing, and I it's like all for like science in the first place of like how I'm able to do the things that I'm able to do. And if you look at my arm, like it's a so there's a reason why it's on my arm because like it's a new sensation that I'm feeling on my body, and I feel like my body is kind of like in itself adapting in a way that feels different in my case because it just it feels different. So I don't know how to describe it because it feels different to me and I don't know how to communicate it to you on how what I mean. So there's that and that you know it's just me explaining what I'm wearing at work. In this video, I started doing more like podcasts, which I'm going to like transfer to YouTube instead of just putting it on Instagram because like I know that people are not watching it. Like if people are actually like very curious of where my mind goes, I mean, what I want is more engagement and more like, you know, a conversation what I'm doing because I'm actually looking at the insights. People are like maybe like watching like 5 seconds of it, you know, 10 seconds, 3 seconds. Uh, got one like. Like that mean that signals to me that no one's watching it and actually giving me substance of what I'm trying to get at. If people are actually very curious on what I'm doing, I mean, like I want a conversation. So that's why I'm going to transfer that to YouTube so that it can be like on its own like platform of, you know, where my mind goes and what I'm doing. So this is like the first podcast of XWell of what I'm going to do. And this is going to be a continuous thing. And I want to also make a note of that. I was doing this every single day for like a few days, but like I'm gonna do like a weekly recap, so it's not like an everyday type of thing. So that way it gives me like kind of like a break in between to post like other types of content because like I speed run content, like I speed run editing, I do things very quickly and very intentionally. But yeah, there's that, and then like I did another video for this one. Um, I think this one was another Beauty and the Beat like Nicki Minaj verse. Um, when she, yeah, it was Nicki Minaj's verse on Beauty and the Beat. I think I did. I'm not sure if this was like a duplicate one, but like if you see the fashion, what I'm doing, I wore this to work. So this is like a tie. Um, it's tied around my neck, so I used its function, but like I tied it differently and just pinned it on the side so it gives like a different silhouette to Boss. Because I feel like with the fashion in Boss, it's very like I don't know. It's very old. It's like old school. And I'm trying to give like a youthful kind of like spirit to Boss if a young person was to wear Boss in that instance. Because I know with like in Boss, there's like the entrepreneurial spirit, there's like the youthful spirit. And that's what I'm trying to like communicate. Like it's a youthful vibe and like kind of like an edgier, trendier version to dress Boss in that instance, to like be your own boss. But yeah. And then in this video, the shirt's not from Boss. I want to make that clear off the rip. This was from H&M, but a lot of people like this shirt in the first place. But there's a reason why I wore it because like when I go back to the example from Lucy, when she first was meeting Mr. Yang and then like Richard was her boyfriend. uh, she had on like a cheetah jacket in the first place. And there's a symbolic meaning on the reason why I got this in the first place for that reason, because it's the movie Lucy. So like that's why I got it. And then I had introduced something new, even though it's a camera tripod and that phone is like so like not even last year. That's like I don't even know what phone that is. It's a Samsung. But I drew a little alien on it because I'm like, might as well and just wrote alien because like Xeno. But I had it's a I would call it like a camera, like not camera, a phone holder. That way, because I was actually using that in the mall itself, because I'm using the mall as like my own ecosystem. I'm testing out like products and testing out like different like styles of dressing to see what gets people's attention intentionally, because I'm doing the same in Seattle as well. Because I'm not just walking around aimlessly. Like I'm just trying to like get observation and data on like what uh if anyone were to approach me, I can explain what I have on or what I'm doing because like I'm doing things very intentionally. So there's that. And then this was like another video, and then this is my X wall like kind of like intro, what I'm doing, like my podcast. So this was like podcast two, and then this one was like podcast three, and then I think this one was a podcast I think four or five or something. Or no, no, no. This was like, so I have, okay, so in this video, I was kind of explaining what I was wearing. Not kind of, I was explaining what I was wearing and wearing a tie differently. And I kind of like want to envision myself as like a futuristic soldier. That's why I say like I'm running, I'm sprinting. Like I'm like actually like dead ass. Like I'm trying to like speed run, trying to like introduce something new and different on this planet, because like I feel like with the way that fashion is going, and I think there are creative people on this planet, and I feel like if you want to get people's attention, you have to actually put yourself in like a different point of view and in another dimensional time frame to like actually like change something to get people's attention in order to kind of introduce something new. And that's why I'm viewing this as like a futuristic soldier, is how I put it. But I think at the top it says, "Let me know if it's not clocking you," because like I'm standing on business here, so I'm being dead ass on that. And this isn't. I forgot what I did into this video, but I think I said like I was stepping into the world of modeling. I want you to be invited to like what I'm building, because like what I'm building is building a legacy and something, like the foundation of what I'm doing. And this is before I had actually done the split dye on like my head. Um, I think in this video I did say like, what if you mixed DNA with the lion and like a dragon? Um, because I was playing on like the fact that like what if you were to mix human DNA with like an animal DNA? Because like I think you would actually uh, develop instincts of the animal, but that would actually change and force evolution in that instance, kind of introducing not kind of introducing something new that would actually like break off into another lineage is how I would put it. That's why I keep saying Lucy, because like with Lucy the Australopithecus, you know, I think not I think I have to do my more I have to do my research on that, but I know that like Lucy was like the conscious one, and then it just like broke off into like another lineage. I could got that wrong, but let me know if I got that wrong. I'm all about learning and taking information and data and applying that to what I'm doing. And then this is when I actually got to see a lion in real life. So basically, I went to like the Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle with my fam. So I obviously had to see the lion and see what the lion's about. And like, bro, like the lion, like, do you see what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm talking fast for some reason. But yeah, this is like, I had to see a lion in real life because like there's another point too in this, because I'm like, you took the animals from their natural habitat just to put in a zoo. I saw penguins and I'm like, aren't penguins like adapted in like their own climate? And I don't know. Seattle was hot that day, so I'm like, I really don't know. It was hot, cold, I don't know. But yeah, I saw a lion, blah blah blah. Then that's when I had done the split diet, and that's why I'm like, I'm embracing like my new self and my new era. And that's why, even though like the split diet is not like a new type of thing, it's a new thing to me because I haven't done this before, and it's like a symbolic symbol in my eyes of a lion in that instance. So that's why I did this in the first place. So this is like introducing something new to myself, so I can offer something new to other people, and like a new shape of thinking is how I would put that. And then like I did, so yeah, this is like so end of file. Uh, what I'm doing. So basically, there's a whole reason. Hold on, I gotta like. So there's a whole reason why I'm doing the things that I'm doing, because like it's like what I said before with like the internet boyfriend writing the code. This is like the code that's being written of new era. So this is like the code of like that chapter ended. So now it's for the next era to be written, is how I put that. And then this is like of when I was kind of being not kind of. I keep saying kind of. I was doing more. I'm exuding more confidence and embracing like the model in me that I know that I can be. I just have to find the right designer. I have to find the right scouting manager. I have to find the right person to get my face in front of, and I'm going to do that. But like I'm doing things very intentional and very strategic. Even though I have like a low uh, follower count, like the followers, like if you offer something new, the followers will come regardless. But like you just have to get your face out there and your name out there in the first place. So I'm being embracive of like who I am and how I look, and that's why I'm taking my appearance very seriously. So that's why it's being shifted into like more of like how I look, and how I'm actually presenting myself to be a little bit more masculine. Because like before, what I said before in my other videos, like the way that I'm wearing clothes, it looks very feminine. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like my skinny built, my face. I don't know. I'm embracing the masculine side of me because I'm maturing into a man. So like I want to, as I'm entering my 30s, even though I don't look 30, but like I'm trying to like I'm embracing like my new era in that instance. Um, and like what I mean, so if you see that picture right there, it's infinity. Like I'm dead ass on that. Like I'm seeing something different, entirely new. So as I end this video, so like this is just like more pictures of me with like the split diet, like actually how I'm wearing my clothes to work. Obviously I had a sports jacket on, so don't come at me. I had a sports jacket on, but in the video I had taken it off because that's a boss shirt, and I had actually made a video saying like why that's a small that I'm wearing, and I'm like the shirt itself that it's baggy on me for some reason. And then even in that video, in that picture, I mean, it's if you look at my eyes, it's the keen eyes because lions have keen eyes. Like they have, I think it's like 6 times better than a human eye. So that's why I'm like, you know, looking like that. And then like this is like more of me, I'm introducing like the model in me that's coming out of me. That's, I'm embracing like my new self and my more confident self of how I want to actually look to the world and actually be taken seriously rather than doing like my line videos because like the line is just like what I said before, if I can just like paint myself to see how I look as a lion, I know how confident I can be to take on the world. I don't give a f how people or whatever they're saying like on the internet, especially on TikTok, because like if you actually listen to what I'm saying, I'm actually bringing valuable information just to myself. But I mean, like, it may not be valuable to you because I mean, everyone has like their own likes and dislikes. But to me, I want to offer something different and actually get your attention and actually offer something different in a creative way, is how I would put that. And this is like the last video that I posted on like 20 hours ago. So I did code time to lock in, code become. So that's like the next thing. So code become is like the next era of what I'm gonna exude. And that's like the ending era of like the neck piece, or not the neck piece, the headpiece. And I feel like this is gonna be the end of the next piece anyways, because like I feel like I had used its full capability in the first place. So that's how I'm gonna put it. So I don't need to like wear it around my neck. I'm gonna wear it on my arm and wear it on my neck occasionally when I do need to like actually lock on and focus. And that's how I want to actually use this device and this tool because I feel like with tools, if we use it differently, okay, I feel like I'm just yapping. Anyways, but yeah, I'm Lion Boy Crosswell. This is like a video of me just like introducing something new and actually introducing a part of my world that you can be invited to. But yeah, even though I have a small follower base and like, like to view ratio, that's fine with me. But like, I'm always here to strive for success. I'm never going to give up, and I'm going to always believe in myself to do things. And I want you to always strive for success, never give up, and believe in yourself as well. So yeah, I'm Lion Boy Crosswell. Lion Boy out.